Free AI Lawyer Analyses Contracts for Loopholes Scary Accurate. When Robo-Paralegals rule the fine print. Imagine this. You're about to sign a lease for your dream apartment. The document is thicker than your favorite novel and written in a language that seems vaguely related to English, but only if English had been fed through a bureaucratic sausage grinder. Panic flutters in your chest. Hiring a lawyer feels expensive. Maybe overkill, but signing blind feels like financial Russian roulette. Enter your new digital knight in shining armor, or perhaps gleaming chrome, the free AI lawyer. You upload the PDF, hit analyze, and within seconds, a report flashes back. Warning, Clause 7b contains ambiguous maintenance responsibility language, potentially shifting all plumbing costs to tenant. Likelihood, 92%. Suggested revision. It's fast, it's free, and frankly, it's a little bit terrifying. Welcome to the frontier of legal tech, where AI isn't just playing lawyer. It's becoming scarily proficient at dissecting the devil in the details. From quill pens to quantum chips, the rise of the robo-reviewer. The legal profession, steeped in tradition and precedent, wasn't exactly the first cab off the rank for the AI revolution. For centuries, poring over contracts was the painstaking domain of sharp-eyed juniors, seasoned partners billing by the 6-minute increment, and paralegals fueled by caffeine and existential dread. Finding a loophole was an art form, requiring experience, intuition, and occasionally sheer luck. It was slow, expensive, and inherently human, meaning prone to fatigue, oversight, and the occasional desire to just get home for dinner. Then came the data deluge. Modern contracts ballooned in complexity, fueled by global commerce, intricate regulations, and a healthy dose of corporate CYA, cover your assets. Simultaneously, artificial intelligence, particularly natural language processing, NLP, and machine learning, ML, underwent explosive growth. These systems weren't just about recognizing words. They learned to understand context, nuance, and the intricate dance of legal syntax. They could ingest mountains of case law, precedent, and existing contracts, identifying patterns invisible to the human eye. The stage was set for a collision between ancient parchment and cutting-edge code. How the sausage gets made, digitally the AI lawyer's toolkit. So, how does this digital Perry Mason actually work? Don't picture a robot in a powdered wig banging a gavel. Think instead of a hyper-specialized, incredibly fast librarian crossed with a bloodhound. 1. Ingestion and parsing. The AI sucks in your contract. PDF, Word doc, even a scanned image. Thanks, optical character recognition. It breaks down the text into its fundamental components: clauses, definitions, parties, obligations, termination triggers, indemnities, warranties. It's like digitally dissecting a frog, but less messy. 2. Contextual understanding. NLP's magic. This is where the scary accurate part kicks in. Advanced NLP doesn't just spot keywords, it grasps meaning. It understands that best efforts is weaker than all reasonable efforts, that including but not limited to opens a Pandora's box, and that a poorly placed comma can cost millions. Ask any Canadian dairy farmer about the $2 million comma dispute. It analyzes sentence structure, identifies conditional logic, if X, then Y, unless Z, and spots ambiguous phrasing like reasonable time or material breach. 3. Pattern recognition and anomaly detection. ML's muscle trained on vast data sets of contracts. Millions of them. The AI knows what normal looks like for specific agreement types, NDAs, leases, SaaS agreements. It flags clauses that deviate from the standard, are unusually one-sided, contain known problematic language from past litigation, or simply don't make logical sense within the document structure. It's like having a legal historian whispering, "Hey, that clause about llama liability? Yeah, that bit someone in the posterior back in '09. 4. Risk assessment and recommendation. The AI doesn't just point out weird stuff, it prioritizes. It assesses the potential severity and likelihood of each flagged issue. Is it a minor typo or a gaping liability trap? It might even suggest alternative, fairer language based on standard practices or successful precedents. The report you get isn't just a list of problems. It's a risk map and a starting point for negotiation. The scary accurate bit, why your jaw might drop. The accuracy is what truly unsettles and delights. Here's why. Superhuman speed and scale. An AI can review a 100-page contract in minutes, a task that might take a human lawyer hours or days. It doesn't get tired on page 75. It can analyze thousands of contracts simultaneously, identifying systemic risks across an entire organization's portfolio, impossible manually. Eagle-eyed consistency. Humans have bad days. We skim. We miss things buried in dense paragraphs. AI applies the same relentless scrutiny to every single clause, every time. It doesn't succumb to confirmation bias or overlook something because it's Friday afternoon. Precedent on tap. Its memory encompasses vast legal databases. It can instantly recall relevant case law where similar ambiguous language led to a courtroom smackdown, providing concrete evidence for why a clause is risky. Uncanny nuance detection. Modern systems are surprisingly adept at catching subtle traps. Inconsistent definitions, obligations hidden in schedules, termination clauses masquerading as auto-renewals, or sneaky cross-references that nullify a seemingly beneficial term elsewhere. It reads between the lines with mechanical precision. The tangible benefits, more than just avoiding disaster. Beyond the initial woe factor, the practical advantages are immense. Democratizing legal protection. Free or low-cost AI analysis puts basic contract review within reach of individuals, freelancers, and small businesses who could never afford hourly lawyer fees. This levels the playing field significantly. Supercharging human lawyers. For legal professionals, AI is the ultimate force multiplier. It handles the tedious first pass, freeing lawyers to focus on high-level strategy, complex negotiation, and client counsel. It's not replacing lawyers. It's making them faster, more efficient, and able to handle more clients effectively. Risk mitigation on steroids. Catching a single catastrophic loophole before signing can save millions in litigation, fines, or operational nightmares. Proactive AI review is like incredibly cheap insurance. Faster deals. Expedited contract review means deals close quicker. Businesses move faster. Opportunities aren't lost in legal limbo. Standardization and best practices. Widespread AI use can promote fairer, clearer contract language as problematic clauses get consistently flagged and revised. The comedic side of code, reviewing contracts. Let's be honest, the sheer absurdity of some contract clauses and the idea of a dispassionate algorithm pointing them out is inherently funny. The literal-minded machine. Imagine an AI flagging a standard acts of God force majeure clause. Warning, ambiguous terminology. God not defined within document. Recommend specifying deity jurisdiction, e.g., omnipotent being, supreme entity, and providing verifiable proof of divine intervention for clause invocation. Hyperspecific paranoia, clause 12.7f, imposes liability for damages caused by rogue space debris or extraterrestrial interference. Probability assessment. 0.0001%. However, absence of subclause defining extraterrestrial creates ambiguity. Suggests specifying whether liability extends to sentient beings, microbial alien life, or unauthorized use of Martian technology. Overenthusiastic flagging. Recital paragraph 2 states, the parties wish to collaborate harmoniously. Analysis. Harmoniously is subjective and unenforceable. Potential for dispute regarding acceptable levels of harmony, e.g., barbershop quartet versus heavy metal. Recommend defining decibel range for collaborative discussions or removing musical terminology. The common sense blind spot. An AI might meticulously flag a missing comma, but remain utterly silent on a clause requiring one party to provide a live albino penguin as collateral, simply because it hasn't encountered that particular brand of insanity in its training data. Penguin clause structure appears valid. Ensure compliance with local wildlife ordinances. The not-so-funny caveats. Limits of the legal. Lobotomy. Before we hand the keys of the legal system entirely to our algorithmic overlords. Crucial limitations remain. No understanding of why. AI understands what the contract says and what has happened before, but it lacks true comprehension of intent, broader business context, or unspoken relational dynamics. It can't strategize creatively like a human lawyer. Garbage in, garbage out. Accuracy depends entirely on the quality and breadth of training data. Niche industries, novel clauses, or highly jurisdiction-specific nuances might trip it up. If it hasn't seen it before, it might miss it or misinterpret it. Ethical gray zones and bias. AI models can inherit and amplify biases present in their training data. Historical legal decisions often reflect societal biases. Determining fairness or negotiating ethically complex points requires human judgment. Can an AI truly grasp the ethical weight of a non-compete clause that would devastate a single mother's livelihood? The nuance gap. While good, NLP still struggles with extreme sarcasm, cultural idioms buried in legalese, or truly novel metaphors. The deepest layers of strategic ambiguity crafted by master negotiators might evade its detection. No courtroom presence, yet can't argue your case before a judge, read the room during a negotiation, or provide empathetic counsel when a deal goes south. It's a tool, not an advocate. The future, partnership, not perdition. The rise of the scary accurate free AI lawyer isn't a harbinger of mass attorney unemployment. It's the dawn of a powerful partnership. The future belongs to augmented lawyering. 1. AI First Pass. The AI rapidly ingests and flags potential issues, inconsistencies, and risks. 2. Human Strategic Review. The lawyer reviews the AI's findings, applies judgment, context, ethics, and strategy. They focus on the why and the how of negotiation and solution building. 3. Collaborative refinement. Lawyer and AI work together. The AI suggesting language based on vast precedent. The lawyer tailoring it to the specific situation and client needs. Expect these tools to become more sophisticated, predicting litigation outcomes based on clause wording, drafting initial contract versions tailored to specific deal points, and even simulating negotiation scenarios. Conclusion. Embrace the algorithm, trust the human. The free AI Contract Analyzer, with its scary, accurate capabilities, is a revolutionary tool. It democratizes access to basic legal protection, turbocharges professional legal practice, and mitigates risk with unprecedented speed and scale. The humor lies in its literal interpretations and the sudden exposure of contractual absurdity we've long tolerated. Yet, for all its power, it remains a sophisticated pattern-matching engine, devoid of true wisdom, empathy, or ethical reasoning. The real magic happens when we leverage its superhuman precision to free up human lawyers to do what they do best: strategize, negotiate, advocate, and apply nuanced judgment. So, the next time you face a daunting contract, upload it to your friendly neighborhood AI lawyer. Let it scare you with its accuracy, chuckle at its literal-minded reports, but then, crucially, take its findings to a human professional. In the intricate dance of law and language, the ideal future isn't machines or humans. It's machines and humans, dancing together, ensuring the fine print serves, rather than enslaves, us all. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to review a clause about liability for sentient office furniture. My AI seems unusually concerned about the motivational posters. If you found this video informative, please like and subscribe. It will really help this channel out. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more informative videos coming.